Hi guys, today we are making these amazing, delicious, gluten-free laddus. Now mostly our winter gond laddus are made with wheat flour. I have tried to make some changes and to make it protein rich and to make it as nutrient dense as possible. So it's better than any nutrition bar that you get in the market. So I'm just starting off by just dry roasting puffed amaranth for 2 minutes. So I'm roasting it just for 2 minutes so that it gets crunchy again. The thing is, I'm using amaranth instead of wheat flour. So I wanted something gluten free and I wanted my laddus to be light on my stomach and not heavy. So I'm just transferring it all to a mixer jar. Now we are going to dry roast some oats, 1 cup of oats, and we are going to dry roast them for about 5 minutes or until the color changes slightly. Now it's better if you have rolled oats. I'm using whatever I had and I didn't want to waste them. So yeah, if you have rolled oats, nothing like it. So you can put them in the mixer jar. Now the next ingredient that we are going to dry roast are these makhanas, and we are going to dry roast them until they turn slightly brown and they break easily once they are roasted properly and once they are crunchy. So we are going to transfer them as well to a mixer jar and we are going to grind it all into a fine powder and transfer it all to a bowl. So I'm dry roasting all my ingredients that are supposed to be dry roasted. First, in the same pan, I am adding 1/4 cup of poppy seeds or khaskhas, 1/8 cup of melon seeds, and 1/8 cup of pumpkin seeds. And we are going to dry roast them for 5 minutes or until they are slightly brown. So we are using all very nutrient rich yet light on stomach ingredients for our laddus. And the best part is they'll keep you full for really long, the ingredients that we are using. Now we are just mixing the seeds with all our dry ingredient powder, adding in 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, great source of omega-3. So wherever I find an opportunity to add flaxseed powder, I do that. So we are going to keep aside all our dry ingredients. Now in the same pan, I'm going to ghee roast our dry fruits. So I have added around 1 tablespoon of ghee and then I'm just gonna put in all my dry fruits. I've taken 1/2 cup of cashews, walnuts and almonds each. And keep in mind, keep your flame on low while you are roasting or dry roasting something so that it gets a really nice crunch. So you need to ghee roast them until the color changes a bit and you'll know when they are done. Now I'm transferring all of them to a mixer jar and once they cool down, we are going to grind it coarse. So this is how it should look like. If there are bits of almonds and dry fruits here and there, it's good. It gives a nice crunch to our laddus. Now I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of ghee in the same pan and adding in 1/2 cup of gond or edible gum. Now I'm adding it in batches, like I have done it in 2 batches so that it cooks properly. So once it puffs up real nicely, like if it should cook really well. Your gond should not be sticky in your mouth. Once it cooks really well, it doesn't stick to your mouth. So we are now going to transfer it to a bowl. And I'm just cooking the second batch. So I have done it in 2 batches. Now the ghee that's remaining in the pan, we are not going to waste it. We are going to make a jaggery syrup in the same pan. So now I'm using a masher to break my gond into smaller bits. You can also use a pestle like I'm doing here so that you break it down into really small bits and they give such a nice crunch to our laddus besides being super healthy, especially in winters. Now I'm gonna add in all my dry ingredients, all our powdered ingredients with the seeds, and we are gonna add our ghee roasted dry fruits as well. I'm pretty sure you must not have seen this recipe anywhere else, and people add a lot of ghee, add a lot of wheat flour to their laddus, and While it's okay to do so, I try to make something which could act as a nutrition bar, or which could be light on stomach and which could be great for people who are looking for gluten-free options. So this is really great. Amaranth is very light. At the same time, oats keep you full for long, and all the dry fruits and all these seeds, everything that we have used is all healthy. Now I'm gonna add 1.5 cup of jaggery in the same pan in which we had roasted our ghee. So I've used only one pan to do all my work. Like, I dry roasted the ingredients that were supposed to be dry roasted in the first half, then I did all the ghee roasting, and then finally I'm on to my jaggery syrup. So I didn't waste the utensils or any of the ingredients. So this is how you should also make your laddus. So now I'm going to add half cup of water to this, and once this jaggery syrup starts bubbling up really nicely, then we are going to add it to all our ingredients. Jaggery helps to keep you warm, it detoxifies your body from inside. It's a great sweet to have during winters, so you should definitely include jaggery in your diet in winters. While the amount of jaggery that I've added is more than enough for the sweetness, you can still increase the quantity according to how you want it. So now that our jaggery syrup is has started bubbling up really nicely, we are going to add it to our dry mixture, and we are going to mix it well with the help of the spoon first, and then gradually, when it's a little cool down, then we'll do it with the help of our hands. So I am just mixing it with all our dry ingredients with the help of spoon. Now I'm going to mix it really well with the help of my hands. Now I'm just greasing my palm with some ghee, and I'm gonna make medium sized balls. Now if you think that your mixture is dry, or if you are making any kind of laddus, and if you don't like them to be dry and if you like them to be moist and juicy, what you need to do is, in the end, you need to just add little bit of hot water, like not too much. For this mixture I would suggest 4 tablespoons of hot water. If it goes dry, or if you're not liking the texture of your mixture, you can add a little bit of water, which is what I do. And this trick I have developed over a period of time. Like, nobody told me this, but I have seen that when I add a bit of water, it gives a really moist and juicy effect to my laddus. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I really hope that you liked my version of gond laddus. And if you have any questions, or if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cooking. Bye bye.